evening, everybody, and welcome to Hull Arena for tonight's Saturday night is hockey night from Hull with the Hull Jets against the Solihull Barons. I will give you the icing when the lights go back on, because last week I tried it and I couldn't see a thing. So if you just wait a little bit, once the lights come on as they are now, I will give you the icing tonight for Solihull Barons. Number 2, Alex White. Number 5, Tyler Nixon. Number 7, Sam Chandler. Number 8, Sean O'Neill. 11, Brandon Anderton. 17, Edgars Landsbergs. 23, Daniel Mulcahy. 24, Philip Mulcahy. 25, Lucas Price. 26, William Reed. 33, Ben Lee. 35, Graham Laverick. 36, Henry Adams. 77, Andrew Hayward. 91, Nicholas Otterson. And number 97, Max Soden. Those are your Solihull Barons. So, good evening. Hopefully you are all back with us now. We had a slight issue there with power, believe it or not. But we are back on live and are ready to go. As the referee drops the puck and we are off in this. I know we're getting towards the end of the season. It's not as crucial, because not a lot of things can move up and down, but it's still important with the Barons in 4th and the Jets in 6th. Oh, lovely stop there by Dan Crew. So yes, we have icing tonight then for the Jets. Number 2, sponsored by Jupiter, Charlie Powell. 14, Scott Morris. 18, Boris Gibber. 19, sponsored by Lammy Sports, Richie Hager. 27, sponsored by MWJ Trophies, Ethan Daintith, and we'll do the rest in a second. Jets move forward. Beach chasing that down into the corner. Barons come back out. Lovely long pass there, clipped off there, so won't be called icing. And Jets again come forward. Daintith turn on a little bit of speed shot there. Kicked away. Sorensen puts that around the back of the net. We'll go through some of the stats when we get a chance, but EIH predictions have given this a sort of 59% chance of a 5-4 Barons win. So there we go, that's an interesting call there. Whether you believe the predictions or not, it is going to be one of those games. And we shall see how it pales out as we go through the evening. Barons come forward, overskated by Kerman, but he's in the right place as it comes back out over the blue line. Taylor just taps that forward. Powell goes into the corner. I was looking back for Taylor, but the road back around the board is blocked by Sam Chandler. O'Neill brings that out. Taylor turns around, looks, finds Carmen centre right with a bit of space. Comes off, chases that down. Does Taylor. Goes back to Powell. Taylor was thinking about the wraparound there, but decided to give it to Yardley. Yardley takes a shot that bounced around there. Powell didn't quite get control of it, bounced over the end of his blade. Cohen Taylor takes a shot, and the puck is held. And there we go. Yes, so the rest of the Jets team, where did we get to? We got to. Sponsored by MWJ Trophies, number 27 Ethan Dainty, 28 Chris Wilcox, 30 Ellis Martin. So Taylor dumps that behind. Morris turns on that, gives it to Beach, who's got a bit of space, takes a shot. So far, Jets have been the ones with the majority of the opportunities. And I've got to say, in Barons' last game against Billingham, they did take a bit of time to warm up. They lost that 5-3, but they did take a bit of time. Nothing happened really in the first period, so perhaps they are a team that needs to warm up there. Mulcahy nearly chasing that down. Comes back out to Beach though. Beach takes it all the way, turns around, goes back for the centre, looking for Hager. Not quite there. So three things then for me. I know we normally talk about this. Three things the Jets need to do this time is be more consistent across the whole game. We talked very briefly earlier about Barons not doing much in the first couple of periods, but Jets need to be consistent across the game. Use the home ice strengths. Have been better at home, Jets, for sure, than they have been on the road. And they need to keep that going, and they need to use that and believe in what they can do. Play their game. Don't play the game just because somebody else is dictating that game to you. Play your game, and that's what they need to do. And that's where, when they've done that in the past, that's when they've had the most success. So here we go, Hager then. I've done all my waffling for the next bit of time anyway. So here we go. Mulcahy feeds it back out to Daniel Mulcahy. Ooh, that nearly went over the blue line, well kept in there. Barons staying on the push. Oh, intercepted there. Hager, can Hager go? He's got a 2-on-1. Unfortunately, didn't quite get there. Soden's stick just held that up a little bit. Deflected it, and here comes Carmen. Carmen's got Reggie Taylor inside, a bit too high for Taylor though. Taylor looks up, got a bit of space. Jets need to use the space on this ice. It's floored into mid ice. There's a lot of players losing edges here. Tyler Nixon lost an edge here. Oh! Keeper goes down there. Luckily he could get his hands to that. Icing called then, and we move back. Down with 14 minutes left. I know it says 13:57 on the ice. On the clock rather, it's actually 14. We need to keep an eye on that. We'll keep the clocks running together. Jets coming again with some shots from the point from Wilcox. Nixon then tries to disrupt that, gets it, does, comes back out to Alex White. Was a cross ice looking for Chandler, doesn't quite get him there. Disrupted by Morris. Morris looks up, goes White to Beach. Beach, well, nice little dinky move there, takes a shot. Oh, just coming wide. This is what we talk about with the Jets, having the opportunities. They need to take the most of these opportunities. Taking the time. Wilcox due to Dentith, goes down ice. He's got 5 Barons players around him, gives it to Taylor. Taylor backhand across the goal. Dancer skips past. Oh, tried a second one, wasn't quite going to get there. And a bit of pain there is Dancer. He's alright, he lost a bit of breath there. He's a big old lad, he'll be fine. Referee's telling him to go off. So we're coming out to centre, well, not centre ice, but mid ice. So Reggie Taylor then picks that up. Powell couldn't quite do his Pele there and kick that out. Anderton's moving forward into the corner. Comes up against the backhander there. And there we go. There we go, Barons. Rice there gets that in. Here come Jets. Crowd's very quiet again. We need to get some, I hate to say it, Dave, but I think we need to get the goose loose with the drum again. Get the crowd going because they've gone very stale. So here's Beach. Loses out, Anderton brings it across, but again, Anderton loses out to Beach. Picks that up. Morris goes into the corner and takes. Morris. Adams stopped him, but he'd already got rid of the puck to Beach. Soden puts that back in. Wilcox picks that up, gives it to Dentith. Dentith, a bit of pace there, a bit of speed goes. Ooh, that bounced up, could have gone anywhere. So, those of you who have not been with us before, welcome to Hull Arena. For this game on a Saturday night, and where else would you rather be than watching hockey? Mulcahy there with the backhand. Shot again, going wide, picked up by Dentith, so Dentith uses it. Such a smooth skater. It's such a smooth skater with his movement across that ice. I would say it's lovely to watch, but I don't think that's the right kind of phrasing I want to be. But you know what I mean. It is any kids that are watching That's where you want to be. Daintiff then, again, gives it to Hager. Hager, Daintiff and Dancer. The forward line for this particular part. Goes wide, he was offside, that would have been, oh, Dan Crowe gets his hand up. Penalty called against Daintiff. So Jets will take a Daintiff will take a 2-minute seat there. Jets will be on the penalty kill. We talked about one of the things for me that I needed them to do was to be consistent across the game. And that kind of goes as well with not being silly, if you like, with being irresponsible or losing your head or, you know, keep cool. But they come forward with Beach. Chandler. Back across to Tyler Nixon. Nixon goes forward. Chandler again. Jets fall back into the 4-man square. Cleared away there by Morris. Lovely little bit of clear. Get a chance to get a change. Get some fresh legs. And this particular line likes to press, so we play like a 3-1 here with normally Kerman pressing forward and then dropping back into the 4 square across the house. Kerman gives it to Hager. Hager dumps that again. They'll go back. They'll go for a change. I do like the way Jets do that in the short, sharp shifts. That's hard to say with these two. But short, sharp shifts on this gives everybody the opportunity to not lose their legs. 36 seconds remaining then in the Jets penalty kill. Here come Barons again. Dancer chasing down Adams. He goes to the back. 12 seconds remaining in the penalty kill for the Jets. Oof, fanned at that. I always have an intake of breath when somebody does that because you have the feeling that's a broken stick. So that's it, Jets back to full strength. But for me, it's always the couple of seconds afterwards that are the dangerous ones because that's when people, I don't know, they just seem to maybe switch off a second. There's a big intake of breath. And something normally goes wrong, but Daintiff comes forward to Beach. Okay, he just gets his stick out there, plays it back in. Otterson around the corner, but Landsberg and Dancer come there. Landsberg behind the net, gives it out to Anderson, takes a shot. Dan Crowe kicks that way, it comes back out to point and Reed, and it's gone in. It has gone in to give the Barons a second goal with 7 and a bit minutes left in this first period. Barons have come to play and now make it 2-0. 7:06 then remaining, and it's 2-0 to the Barons. Oh, I do wish referees wouldn't do that, you know, because I press a button to start the clock and then it jumps and then I have to switch it. I'm getting old. Stop it. Cohen Taylor. Crowd, that's really killed this crowd off. It really has. I could say something, well not. Yeah. Back across here. Here come Barons again. They've come here with intent, that's for sure, have Barons. They got 74% a success rate, really, if you think about it. Out of their last 5, they've won 4 out of the 5. Reggie Taylor, the Jets have won 3 out of 5. And that's purely down to consistency. Taylor at least gets a shot on. Carmen took that off Powell's stick, turns and shoots, but it was going wide. Maybe should have left it for Powell. Carmen gives it Powell one timer. Here comes Crowther. Backhands it to around the back of the net. Powell looks up, sees Martin. Martin gives him it back. Reggie Taylor broke that up. Crowther with a turn of speed for the D-man. Five minutes just over remaining in the first period. Score 2-0 to the Barons. Once again, we do apologise for the issue with the power, which stopped us right at the very beginning, but we are now sorted. So hopefully you are receiving us loud and clear. Thank you for inviting us into your homes or wherever it is you're watching this game tonight. We hope that you are enjoying it and that you can think of no better place. Sorry, I was just trying to watch what was going on there. There was something behind the scenes there, but never mind. Little touch. That was a bit cockney, that. A little touch from Tyler Nixon, but Dan Crow's on top of that, smothers it, and we go to a face-off on the far side of the Jets D zone as we look at it. Comes out. Dancer to Hager. Hager just dumping that forward. I say dump, it wasn't really a dump, it was more of a... Oh, Dentith right in front, was trying to get it onto his forehand. And an icing call. So we will go back with just over 4 minutes remaining. And welcome, as we said, to this production from Hull Arena by the Hull Jets and Behind the Bench TV. Sponsored by Leafield Elevation, Bex and Crates, MKM, Crosscheck Clothing, My Muscle, Whittington and Cat. Yardley across the middle. Morris got attention of 2 players, White and Nixon there. Took that off his stick. That goes wide into the middle. Barons reset. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Mulcahy comes again. Dan Crow gets all his body behind that. Wilcox just leaves that nicely for Carmen. Carmen trying to find Beach. Just slightly ahead of where he wanted it to be, but he's got it back behind the goal in the trapezoid. Those of you that have watched our streams before will know that trapezoid's my favorite word. and I will use it as many times as I can. Mulcahy comes forward, just dumps past Dan Crow. Up to that one, he did a little bit of a shimmy there, trying to send Crow the wrong way, but Crow lodged into the goal post there to keep his feet in the right place and blocks that off. Barons shot. Well done, Dan Crow. On his side there, kicks that out. Cameron moves away. Referee in the way there, and again. Jets recycle it through Cameron. Sorensen. Howell. Soden takes that away though. Mulcahy. Stop. There's a little bit of stuff going on in front of that goal. The referee's hand goes up. It is going to be a Jets power play. So Mulcahy of the Daniel variety will take a seat for 2 minutes for hooking. Jets will go on the power play with about 150 and a bit left in this first period. Wilcox on point. Back out. Taylor to Wilcox. Trying to drag Barons out. Morris just trying to find some space in that middle, right in the centre of that hole. Well held there. So 1:38 then remaining in the Jets power play. And the score remains 2-0 to the Barons. Hagen was trying to find Wilcox, but Nixon got in the way there, stopped that, deflected the puck around. Comes back out to Cohen Taylor, takes a shot. Ooh, that came off a stick. 1:06 in the Jets power play. I think we need a goal now, because then we need to get the crowd back into it. So we have a face-off on the far side of the Barons D-zone as we look at it, with 1:06 remaining in the Jets power play. Gibber takes a shot. That was about a foot wide there, but good idea because it was going there, could have swerved around. Daintiff picks it up. Drops it off. 37 seconds. With Daintiff taking a shot. Keeper just sticks that way, but Daintiff follows it up. White comes forward. Takes a shot. Crow. That was a blisterer, but Crow managed to get his shoulder up there. Excuse me. White takes a shot again. Bit of confusion there. Referee's whistle blew just as the buzzer went. Not quite sure. But there we go, anybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you very much for enjoying. I hope you've enjoyed that first period. We will leave you now for a quick break, 20 minutes. So go enjoy your cup of tea, your biscuits, your donuts, whatever it is you have on a Saturday night while watching hockey. And we will see you again in period 2 with the score Jets 0, Barons 2. and then it's all right, and then get something like that so we can all talk and somebody up here to do that bit, and then we can all hear what's going on. Because if they want to start, they're talking about starting to pay for it. Well, if you're going to do that, you have to be a bit more. Right, I'm going to go on. So good evening everybody and welcome back. We hope you've enjoyed your period break there. We're almost ready for this second period. There's a little bit of confusion just at the end there. Not that there's never any confusion at a hockey game, but apparently one of the Barons players, I'm not quite sure who, nobody's been able to confirm it yet, has been given or was given a 2-minute penalty for a cross-check by the referee. Not quite sure who or where, but the score still remains at 2-0 to the Barons with 9 seconds remaining on the first penalty and 2 minutes obviously about to start with the drop of the puck for the second penalty. So the Jets will remain on the power play. In that first period then, shots on the Jets were 14, shots on the Barons 8. You can tell the Barons have definitely come here to make a point, and good on them. Might be the end of the season or working towards the end of the season, but you want to get yourselves in a positive mood ready for the playoffs, and just sitting back isn't going to give you that. So yep, fair on it. For those of you who are regular listeners to our stream, you'll know that the Kingston Sharks NIHL1 team, who took the place of the Jets in Division 2, we often give you updates as much as we can. They are due to face off in the last game of their full season tonight in Sheffield at 7 o'clock, so we will give you some updates on that as and when we can. Sharks will be playing Sheffield Titans tonight, and they're playing them next week again in the playoffs, so we'll see. That might be a sizing out exercise, I'm not quite sure. But as it remains then, Jets 2-0 down in this second period as we move into it. We're just waiting for the Jets to make their way to the ice. And the lights will come on and all be magic and we'll be able to see everything. And there we go. So Jets now take to the ice as we move into this second period. And we are ready. Referee trying to get everybody going, making the move. Lights come back on and we are ready to go. So hopefully you will have enjoyed your tea, your biscuits, your sandwich, toasted sandwich, and we will take it from there. So welcome back. And we're back on. So 5-on-3 for the moment for 5 seconds, then it'll go to 5-on-4. So now we're back to 5-on-4. The Barons will get one player back. Jets move forward through Hager into the corner. Hager back out. Wilcox. You can hear a pin drop here. For me, you need to really start making space, get players committed to moving out of the zone, out of that nice little house shape with the 4 in front of the goal, to make it easier for yourself to get some shots in. The Jets have been not too bad at that throughout the season, but 101 remaining in this second penalty kill for the Barons. Hager and Morris trying to combine there, but here we go. Barons away on the breakaway. Cohen Taylor sweeps that up. 43 seconds remaining then on the penalty kill for the Barons. Jets need to do something now. Make something out of this, and here we go. Beach being a shining light. Oh, he just put that up there for Taylor. Taylor just missed it, fanned it a little bit. Lost sight of it as it was coming across there. Comes back out to Cohen Taylor. 17 seconds remaining. Don't want to be a panicker, but Jets need to do something. Get a bit of urgency into it. 5 seconds remaining. No joy for the Jets as such. And there we go, Barons back to full strength. So, an unsuccessful power play for the Jets, or if you're a Barons fan, a successful blockade for the Barons, who come forward with a shot there. Dan Crowe smothers that. Again, if you look at that picture, kids, any pending goalkeepers out there, that's exactly the sort of shape you want to be getting yourself so that you can smother that puck. Nixon shot. Otterson backhand there to McCahey. Oh, beautiful recovery there by Dan Crowe. He was out stranded a little bit and the shot came in, but he managed to get in the way there and recover and block that. So, Daintith comes shot. Ethan Daintith. Finn. Pass to the right to Hager, excuse me there. Takes the shot, goes over the keeper's stick hand, and it is now 2-1 to the Barons as the Jets pull one back. So, Jets back into it. This is what we need to see from the Jets, a little bit more of this. Making that space, they got a lovely little bit of space there with Hager and Daintith on a 2-on-1. Crowe. Oh, wish he would. Keep him doing that. Scares me. I'm old. Don't need to give me any more heart attacks, Dan Crowe. Thank you very much. Oh, Crowder fanned on that a little bit. Comes across. Alice Martin brings that forward, goes with it into the corner, but loses out. Barons come forward. Chandler in the middle there takes a shot, but Crowe kicks it away. Wilcox trying to hold on to it, but Nixon robbed him a little bit. Shot comes in. A little bit wayward there. Howell picks it up. Carman lost sight of it and decided he's going to go for a change. So Carman and Reggie Taylor change now while the Barons come forward. Wilcox off the wall. Beach chasing that down. Got a bit of pace there, does Beach. Landsberg brings it out. Anderton skips past. Nice little pirouette there. Him and Dancer should maybe get together there. Goes round the wall. Picked up. Out to the point to Adams. Back in. Wilcox. Built a wall there, did Wilcox. Here comes Morris. Oh! Not sure that was meant, but that worked out quite well there, coming off Yardley, going all the way out to Beach. Cohen Taylor drops it for Dancer. Dancer to Dentith. Dentith takes a shot, comes off the stick out into the net. And for those of you that have just joined us, you are here on Saturday night, hockey night from Hull Arena, brought to you by Hull Jets and Behind the Bench TV. Sponsored by Leafield Elevation, Bexon Clates, MKM, My Muscle, and the Whittington and Cat. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have, if you've been with us for the first period, we hope you've enjoyed what you're seeing so far. Gibber, Hager. Jets definitely have a recovery in their pocket, that's for sure. It's just whether the Barons can stop them and take control. We said one of the things that for me I wanted to see the Jets being more consistent playing their game, not to being dictated to. And in the first period I think Barons dictated the play more than the Jets let them. Mulcahy, lovely little flick across there. So, shot came in and it came off Crow's leg. He'll want that one back. Came off Crow's leg and into the back of the net. So that would make it 3-1 to the Barons. Just over 13 minutes remaining then in this second period. So Jets giving themselves more work to do. Just when they thought they were bringing themselves back in. I mean, you got to say there was a bit of luck in it, but it doesn't really matter whether there was luck or not. He was given space with Mulcahy, and he used that space to his advantage. There's that Crowther, puts it around the boards, looking for Carmen. Barons trying to bring it out. Oh. Dear me. Come on, Jets fans, let's get a little bit of atmosphere in the house. So, hooking call then on Yardley, I think. So 2-minute penalty kill then for the Jets. Can the Barons take advantage of that? It's unnecessary penalty, well, not unnecessary penalty, if you know what I mean. Unthought out penalties like that, which have cost the Jets quite a few missed points, shall we say, or missed opportunities this season. Barons, plenty of time, 1:27 remaining on the power play for the Barons. Moving it around Mulcahy. Cohen Taylor kicked that way, but when it comes to a Barons player, Beach. And Otterson makes that on point, moves it around. Okay, and Crow jumps on that. White getting a little bit of attention then. Wilcox not too happy with the attention he was given Dan Crowe, shall we say. 54 seconds remaining in the power play for the Barons. 11 minutes and a bit left in the second period with the score Barons 3, Jets 1. We will be bringing you our second period quiz shortly. So at the next stoppage in play. There we go, Dancer makes a bit of space. We will give you the question. Nearly forgot that, Dave. Nearly forgot the quiz. Oh, how could we forget the quiz? We'll have letters to the Times and all sorts. Yeah, Dave just said it's been one of them days. Yeah, it has. You're right, Dave. It has been one of them days. So Price picks that up, drops it off to Soden, gives it back to Price. Price tries to take a shot, but stopped there. 2 seconds remaining, and Jets back to full strength. So we'll start off with a question. For those of you that have just joined us, we have a question in the beginning of the second period. You have till the end of the second period to give us the answer. And this one is an ABC question. So get yourselves ready at the next stoppage of play. Icing called, and we're going to move up there then. So the question is this: are you ready? Which member of both past and current Jets management team played for the University of Hull Ice Hogs from 2014 to 2017? Was it A, Alan Haig, B, Andy Dentith, or C, Mike Roddy? So A, Alan Dentith, B, Andy Dentith, or C, Mike Roddy. Did they play for the University of Hull Ice Hogs from 2014 to 2017? Give us your answer, A, B, or C, on the chat with your name. Can you put your name? Because I'm asking for names because this thing on YouTube of giving people's call signs, if you like, or handles, it gets a little bit confusing. So if you can give me your name and whether you would like 2 tickets for the next Jets home game or some merchandise, finish that off in your answer and then send us that by the end of the second period. In the second period break, we will have the draw and we'll announce the winner in the third period. So we'll come back to that later on. In the middle there, Morris loses out. It's always a bit of a risky shot there. Not Kehi again. Here comes Hager. Hager's got Beach. That was a backhand there, which was a bit risky, but Barons managed to come away with it. Dentith loses his stick. Lovely wide shot all the way across to Hager again. Hager takes a shot. Keeper blocks that. Combination of his blocker and his leg pad takes that away. Hager and Dentith on the far side with Dancer just coming in. They're coming in like a bit of a triangle. Dentith takes a shot, looking for a rebound for Hager to jump on. Didn't quite come back his way. Gibber had to wait for Dancer to come back on side. Dentith, kind of a half shot, but was kind of not blocked, but his motion was stopped. That came to Kerman luckily. Shot comes back in. Gibber backhander. Oh, look at that. Across there, but picked up by Dancer. Dancer tries to give it out to Daintrith, but he's blocked there. Dancer hit off the wall, hit Kerman in the chest, and he sort of came with it a little bit. Daintrith. Shot from Daintrith, centre point. Kicked away by the keeper. Crow. Powell keeps hold of that. Protecting that puck as he goes into the trapezoid. Wilcox. Powell. Oh, goes across. Just didn't quite get the timing right on there, but the thought process was good. Quite a long passage of play, this. Picked up by Powell. Powell became a little bit of a Barons magnet there. They all seem to come around him. He had no space left to move. Crow puts that behind the goal into the trapezoid. Cohen Taylor loses out. Shot comes in. Reg Taylor hits that. Icing called. Is it going to go? Nope. No icing. And the Barons come forward again. Shot goes all the way down. Dave and I had this competition last week when we were talking about icing, and somebody went, "Ice, ice, baby." But we couldn't remember who actually wrote that or sung it. So I don't know if any of you guys know who wrote or sung "Ice, Ice, Baby." I don't know, just passes the time, I suppose. So Morris makes the way down into the corner, gives it to Beach. Good in the middle. Oh. Yardley didn't quite get his blade onto that there, so Barons come again. They're certainly playing with a lot of intent here, Barons, and it's definitely worth their fourth place, 64 points in the league. Mulcahy down to Otterson in the corner, looks up. Back to Adams on the corner, kicked away. Beach trying to be a little bit too precise there, and Otterson kept a hold of that. Soden. I don't think Crow liked the attention he was getting there. The referee's hand's gone up. Oh, the referee gets hit there. And the whistle goes. So there we go then. So once again, while we let the referee sort this bit out, the question was, which member of past or current Jets management played for the University of Hull Ice Hogs from 2014-2017? A. Alan Haig, B. Andy Daintrith, or C. Mike Roddy. When you send your answer in, send it in on the chat, give us your answer A, B and C, plus the name, and then give us your name and whether or not you would choose tickets or merchandise. And you have 3 minutes and a bit left in the second period to get your answers in, and we will draw that and let you know in the period break, and then we'll let you know in the third period who the winner was. So the referee's just having a little bit of a chat to Wilcox. We're deciding what's going on. So Reg Taylor's going to take a seat to sit the penalty for 2 minutes. So Dan Crowe gets a roughing penalty. I'm not quite sure, Dave, if I would call that roughing or a little bit of handbags. I'm not sure it was roughing, but anyway, shouldn't have pushed him, but there you go. So Reginald Taylor will sit that. I do apologise if you heard any bad language on there, on the stream. We don't want that. 1:35 then remaining on the power play for the Barons. I will say the one thing Jets have done throughout the season on the power plays is they've actually, or penalty kills, they have actually been quite aggressive, maybe not the right word, but they've been very, well, yeah, aggressive. They've not sat back and accepted it. They've forced plays on a lot of occasions and have got the occasional short-handed penalty kill goal. 58 seconds remaining then, and Dan Crowe holds on to that. So 55 seconds remaining then in the penalty kill for the Jets. The drums have started. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Cameron gets his stick in there. I'll tell you what though, if this crowd doesn't start getting a little bit, I'm going to start singing. So Jets are back to full strength with Taylor, who picks that up nicely. He's on the breakaway now. He's got Kerman inside. He's got Morris drifting behind him. It's Morris he chooses, gives him it back, shot, but blocked out there by the Barons. Otterson comes across. Ooh, that could have gone anywhere, but Crowe manages to kill it, take the pace out of it, and then put his glove on it. With just over 1 minute remaining in the second period, score: Jets 1, Barons 3. Going wide. Comes off the back wall. Dentith takes it out. He's got Hager across there. Tries to find Hager, but O'Neill was paying him rather a bit too much attention. Didn't quite get that. Hager blocks that, but comes off Dentith's skate. Dentith to Wilcox. Oh, that could have gone. Dancer was closing in there, going low. Cohen Taylor gives it to Hager. Hager comes away with it. But Dainty tries the backhanded wraparound with 4 seconds remaining. Not going to come to out. Barons are just going to kill this down, and they do. So that is the end of the second period. Jets 1, Barons 3. We thought the Jets were on the way back, but then gave away another goal to make it 3-1. We've had a couple of unnecessary penalties, shall we say. But there we go. You've got your second period quiz. It's now time to give your answers on the chat, and we will draw that now. Go and have a seat. Enjoy your period break, and we will see you in about 20 minutes from now. Thank you, and enjoy the period break. Don't go too far, because remember, it's Saturday night. It is hockey night. Let's go. Well, good evening everybody, and welcome back to this third period with the score Jets 1, Barons 3. We hope you've had a good period break and you've had a nice cup of tea, a nice little biscuit, or even a little bit of cake. Go on, treat yourself. It's a Saturday night, you need to treat yourself. A bit of Victoria sponge or something. There we go. So, in that second period then, shots on the Jets were 17, shots on the Barons were 8. So that's been consistent, 8 and 8. But there we go, so 17 shots on the Jets. So everybody's back on the ice, we're all ready for this third period. What we're going to do now, at some point very soon with the first or second stoppage of play, we'll give you the answer and the winner to our second period quiz. And then we'll have a little chat, have a think about it amongst yourselves who your man of the match is for each team. It doesn't go towards anything, it's just a little bit of friendly stuff at home. So whoever you're sat with watching this, just have a little chat and see how close we are at the end. Dave and I do it every week, and I think we've got it right twice compared to the normal, the actual proper man of the match presentations. But it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Because Saturday night is hockey night. In this game brought to you by Hull Jets and produced by Behind the Bench TV. Sponsored by Leafield Elevation, Becks and Clates, MKM, Crosscheck Clothing, My Muscle, and the Whittington and Cat. So, what have you thought about it so far? Those of you that have, this is the first stream you've maybe watched, I don't know. There's no goal on their Dan Crows on there. They'll be alright because they can't score if there's no goal, can they? But there we go. Good spot there, Dave. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But there we go. So, we're almost ready. I think they're just a bit of an issue with a bit of the ice. So they're just going to do a little bit of manipulation, ice management. Yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, well, have you enjoyed this this game on this live stream? We've enjoyed bringing it to you, and as always, we love to speak to you. We love to be with you on a Saturday or a Sunday evening, whenever it is, or whenever it may be. But we all know that every night should be hockey night, but at the moment, Saturday night is definitely hockey night here in Hull. Oh, it's the net. Oh, there's something wrong with the netting on the net. We're being reliably informed. So they're just bringing the standby net in. I hope it's done a warm up and it's ready to go. So there we go. So we're almost ready then. Linesmen doing their check to make sure that it's all connected. There's no massive big holes. And you may laugh and you may think, how can that happen? But I have seen it happen, and a goal disallowed because of a massive big hole. And we're off then. So Mulcahy then back to Soden straight away. Picks it back up himself. Mulcahy comes around, looks, makes a bit of speed. Tries to go to the inside to Watterson. Jets pick it up, go through Yardley. Morris making his way to the middle. Beach. Oh, a shot there, that's bounced up. That's bounced on top of the net. That could have gone anywhere, but there we go. Yes, so In the second period break, we asked which member of the Jets management played for the University of Hull Ice Hogs. A. Alan Haig, B. Andy Dentith, or C. Mike Roddy. And the answer was C. Mike Roddy. He played for the University of Hull Ice Hogs from 2014 to 2017. We shall give you his stats at the next break in play. Barons. Going around, back out to Morris. Morris looks up, finds Cohen Taylor. Taylor drops that off around the wall. There was nobody there because they've all gone for a change. But Jets change quickly. Dentith, Dancer and Hager seem to be the preferred forwards for this line, with Crowther and Gibber. Here comes Hager. Dentith space on the point, but he broke his stick. Oh, that'll be that's a bummer. So it goes across there. I'm saying that because if it was my kid that broke a stick, I would not be happy. So Hager trying to close that down. White. Everything so far this season, the top three goal scorers have been Mulcahy, Otterson and White, whether it be goal scorers, assists, total points. It seems to be those three. So, I mean, I suppose if you could have stopped those three, but then there's other people who will follow that up if they are closed down. So that theory doesn't really work. But here we go. Icing called off because it did touch a Baron's stick on the way past. You can hear the click here. So here comes Powell, getting pushed out of the way there a little bit by Landsberg. The enthusiasm seems to have dropped out with the crowd at the moment. I mean, there's quite a long time left, over 16 minutes. And it's a bit like a Sunday night beer league atmosphere, although there's probably been more noise at a Sunday night beer league, to be fair, having been at a few of those. So Yardley then force it into the corner. Can Jets enlighten this crowd and ignite the fire? Beach, we can maybe do something here. Landsberg, tying him up a little bit. Wilcox to Taylor. Yardley just clicks that on, so Morris to chase, and he gets there, gives it, it's just too close to Yardley's legs. Gets tangled up when it's difficult to move your stick around it when it's in amongst your feet and your blades. And I think that's what happened there with Yardley a little bit. So we have a face-off on the far side of the Barons. Correction of the Jets B zone as we look at it. Dentith takes his time, gets in there, drops the puck, and we're off. There's certainly no feeling of this being an end of season towards the end, makes no difference. Game from the, I don't think from either team really, but certainly from the Barons. Oh, Dentith. That's going to be a trip in. He was away there. And there we go. Referee calls. tripping. So Barons will go on the penalty kill. And that's Philip Mulcahy that's called for that. So he'll have a seat for 2 minutes. Little young Mulcahy as the Jets go on the power play. In this third period. Beach. Nixon gets his big long stick in the way. Oh, bouncing around, the whistle goes. Referee lost sight of the puck. I think Laverick had his body in the way and had his hand over it, so puck dead. Face off on the far side of the Barons D zone. With 1:37 remaining in this power play for the Jets. Can they make something of this? Cohen Taylor. Hager. Taylor. Well held by Laverick. So we apologise. 1:20 remaining then in the power play for the Jets. Comes all the way down. Crow sticks that, much to the Barons fans' delight. Hager goes through, bounces off the keeper there. Cohen Taylor picks that up. Looks to build again with 45 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Barons. Wilcox. Hager. Dainton goes around the boards looking for Wilcox on the other side, finds him. There's plenty of movement from the Jets, but not really what I would call positive, effective movement. Dainton. That's not a criticism, that just means that they've been closed down. 7 seconds remaining on the power play for the Jets. Still nothing from it. And Barons back to full strength. Gibber. Dancer. Just flicked that. Not sure whether that came off the heel of his blade or the heel of his skate. But there we go, icing call. Okay, so the answer was Mike Roddy to our question. Did he play for the University of Hull Ice Hogs? And the winner is Yorkie Giant. So congratulations, I believe that is someone called Andy Lewis. Can you just get in touch on the chat and we shall sort out your prize for it, and he wins either 2 tickets for the next Jets home game or some merchandise. So congratulations. Yeah, Mike Roddy played 28 games, got 8 points of those 28 games and 14 penalty minutes. Naughty, but there we go. 14, I suppose, over 3 years isn't too bad, is it? Morris across to Gibber. Gibber into Beach. Didn't have many outlets there, didn't Beach? He's got Yardley, but Barons take it away from him. Mulcahy. That goes up into the Jets bench. You're not getting that one back. We need all the pucks we can get. Well, training another night there was definitely a puck shortage. I even offered to rent out some of mine, Dave. Gets a bit scrappy, a bit on and off this game, to be fair, in my opinion. Unconsidered opinion, of course. Carmen, Powell, Taylor, bouncing around. Barons come out with it. Goes all the way down for ice. Icing called. So we'll come back down to the Barons D zone. Yes, so Yorkie Giant, congratulations if you get in touch via the chat or get in touch on our socials with the Hull Jets, and we will sort that out for you. If you're really interested, Mike Roddy played number 5 for the Ice Hogs. I don't know why that would make any odds to you, but there you go. Just thought I'd tell you that, just to prove I've done my homework. So, Hager, who also played, oh no, that was Gibber. He didn't, but Hager did play for the University of Hull Ice Hogs. Sorensen drops it down there for Dancer, who was low there. Across to Sorensen. He's got a big shot on him. Takes a shot, goes high there. Took a deflection, went high. Gibber was about to wallop that, and Denta sneaked in and took it off him, but it doesn't go anywhere. But Sorensen manages to pick it back up for the Jets. Gibber, Dentith going back against the grain there, but doesn't get very far. Goes loses out. He's all over the place today, is young Dentith. Barons have been very active with the stick handling tonight, getting in the way, just getting that stick in the way to block the shot. Or at the sound of being boring, we're going back to this disruptor role that we talked about every week. Just getting your stick in the way, not having to do anything, not having to score, not having to make any big moves. Just get your stick in the way. Close the ice down. Stop anybody making a move. It's just as important. Beach backhands it. Radley loses out. Mulcahy and Mulcahy. So seriously, if I am going to start singing, Dave, unless people start making a noise. Listen, you know, it's ridiculous. Might bring out a Christmas album. If you've never been here or you're not quite sure, there are some points on the boards here which are very tricky, shall we say, and they give you a bit of a strange bounce. So you have to be careful of that. That was one of them over on that far side there, under the Hull Seahawks sign that we've got there. Just over 8 minutes remaining. Air kind of gone out with the tyres. Comes to Powell though. Cameron loses that over the blade. Barons come out. White's on this near side. Looking for the pass, gets the pass. Gets smothered out. Cameron looking for Reggie Taylor. That's going to be icing because there's no way he's going to catch that. So have you thought about your man of the match for each team? As I say, it's just a little bit of a friendly competition in the house or whatever it is you're watching it. Or the referee's calling for some players on the Barons side to change back. He's not letting them change, so Chandler has to come back in. So, yeah, just a little bit of who do you think it is, and we'll see at the end whether that ties in with the official MVPs. Here we go again, Ice Ice Baby. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Who sung that?
What?
Ice Ice Baby. Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Ice Baby was. Well, this is Queen on the front. Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice apparently was Ice Ice Baby. Dave? We've spent ages trying to work that out. Oh, how sad are we? Wilcox looking for that long pass. Not going to be icing because Dancer's first on it. Back pass there with Coin Taylor, who goes out of the zone. Dentith tried to find Hager. Comes off Dancer there, gets an away block. Quick move there to Dentith, who drops it back to Dancer, who gives it to... Oh! They're moving the puck around quite well there, but it just gets blocked out again. Barons are on it. Every single loose puck, they've managed to get on top of that. Just over 5 minutes remaining here. There's Adams, still got it. Still got it. Just looking for a shot. Going behind the net there. Padded away there. Taylor. No, it's not Taylor. I think there's maybe been a little too many sherbet lemons to the fans on our left-hand side here. So, Felix Sorensen will take a 2-minute seat while we sort this out. I think it's 2 minutes for roughing. Clock's gone away with itself again, so we'll just wait for that to catch up. Adams on the point. Jets haven't really helped themselves with some of this. unnecessary errors, shall we say. So we'll come to neutral ice. And Otterson picks that up. Again and again. By Dan Crow, and probably that last one helped out by the post a little bit, but not helped out in that one. White puts that in. Crow wasn't very happy with that. Wilcox has gone over to speak to the referee, but nothing. And it's 4-1. Yeah, a bit too many sherbet lemons over there, I think. But here we go. So here we go then, with 4 minutes and a bit. Here comes Powell. Crowther blocked that there. Powell goes in, battling away with Nixon there. Nixon. Oh, don't think he liked that. Oh, there we go. Cameron gets a consolation to make it 4-2 with 3 and a bit left. Brought the keeper to the wrong side, back and forward, left Cameron with an open goal, and there you go, thank you very much. Yardley trying to move forward, White comes back out. Ducked out of that from Morris. White's going to get called for something now. So Barons, with 3 minutes and a bit left, will go on the penalty kill. White taking a seat. Can the Jets do something now? Even if it's just to get their confidence back up for playoffs and for tomorrow's visit away to Widnes. So they've pulled Crow. Nothing to lose, I guess. And that's what's going to happen when you pull a goalkeeper. Go 5-2. Nothing to lose, there's no real point in worrying about it. Barons have been deserving of the 5-2 lead. As we move with 2 minutes and a bit left, then have you any ideas about your man of the match? I'm not going to give you ours because every time Dave and I do one, we get blooming. Dentith. Gibber just trying to keep that in play away from Barons. Mulcahy trying to chase him down. Here comes Yardley. Yardley looking up. Puts it around the boards for Dancer. 46 seconds remaining on the penalty for White. Love a bit of music in there. 31 seconds remaining then in the penalty. As we go under 2 minutes remaining. Hager was trying to release Beach there, wasn't going to happen. Price, Mulcahy was trying again, but shut down by Wilcox. Sterling captain has been Chris Wilcox been. 5 seconds remaining on the penalty. And the Barons are now back to full strength. Hager, oh, sneaked that through, that could have gone anywhere. Beach. Morris. Price. Just left a little bit on Morris there. The referee saying leave it. He was quite right. At this point in the game, guys, you don't want any of that shenanigans. Just play the game out. Play your best, know that you've given your best, and if you have, then yep, great. So for some reason that wasn't icing, don't know why, but here we go. Dancer with a shot, gloved away, well done. Gave it, oh, that bounced off the goalie there, could have gone anywhere. Crowther. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, hamsters, anything else. There we have it. It is the end of the game with the score: Jets 2, Barons 5. So while we're doing the lineup then, have we got your final answer? Go and shout it out. Who's your man of the match for each team? Give us a shout, and then we'll see whether we get it right from the other end. So not the Jets night, let's be honest. A bit disjointed, not quite coming off with one or two things, but we tried. But it is what it is. Barons are deserving of their place in the league, 4th place in the league. Well done to them, and a safe journey back. We'll just wait for these and then we'll have the man of the match. So we'll stay on here while we'll do the man of the match. And to those of you that have joined us for the first time, thank you and welcome. We hope to see you again. Although we do love speaking to you on this cast. Why don't you come down to the arena if you can and then watch some live hockey. We're still waiting for some updates from the Sharks. I'm trying to do 3 different things at once. It doesn't actually work. There you go.
Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you guys
So be aware as well, those of you that have never seen the Jets or are aware of what the Jets do, there's quite a large community program involved around the Jets and with the Jets. And we have junior football teams, junior teams of all sorts. Hull and East Yorkshire Children's University, etc., that we are involved in and that we support. And these kids and adults come down to games and watch games, etc. And we're quite proud of that. And that's one of the things that
Number 26.
So the Barons man of the match goes to number 26, William Reid. Congratulations, did you get that right? So there you go, William Reid, man of the match for the Barons. Well played. And so we'll just go through 50-50 the bits and pieces like that first until we get to the Jets man of the match. The goose is getting in the way. Oh, hey, what's happening? Dave, you're doing a sterling job tonight. I just want to say, those of you that don't, Dave, our cameraman, doing an absolutely sterling job staying up with this. Oh, we had a raffle of a shirt earlier on. There we go. So Chris Wilcox is going to give that. There we go. Well done. So, where are we now? Are we at the... So the Jets. So Dan Crow, number 33, gets the Hull Jets man of the match. Did you get that right? I think Dave and I both got that right. We said that last week, but we got it right this time. So Dan Crow, congratulations, Jets man of the match. And thank you one and all for joining us this evening. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we hope that you will join us again as we move forward into the playoffs. It's been a pleasure to bring this to you by Hull Jets and Beyond Behind the Bench TV, and we hope to see you all again very, very soon.